What are you supporting today?
Avoiding the most monumental embarrassment in American history.
Is that Bernie Sanders?
No, that's someone whose name starts with a T and rhymes with rump.
You got me there. Who's that?
It's hard for me to say his name because I ate a few hours ago and I don't want to throw up.
We're here in Orlando, Florida, where there is an anti-Trump protest that is countering the Trump rally that's happening right down the street where he's going to announce his 2020 campaign run. Let's go see what these people are so mad about. So what's your sign mean? What message do you want to portray with that?
Basically that we are a city that has come together, and love not hate is what we preach here in Orlando, and I'm insulted that Trump came here to bring his divisive message.
So Trump came here because you think he's divisive?
Oh, I believe totally that he's divisive. I'm pretty sure he got a free ticket to the Amway from his friends the DeVosses, so I'm sure that made it tempting.
Okay. What's one thing he's done or said that's divisive?
Well, he has played us against our neighbors. He has said that immigrants are not welcome here, that they come as rapists and murderers, when immigrants have brought high technology and amazing accomplishments to this country. He's played men against women. He's played gay people against straight people. And it's a little schoolyard game to divide us when we really are all one people.
Thoughts and action, and prayers is crossed out. What does that mean?
Well, I honestly could cover up this and just say that, people have to act on what they believe in to get something accomplished.
What do you want to be accomplished that we should take action against?
Saving the environment, making sure everybody feels comfortable, and
You don't seem to feel comfortable right now.
ill-prepared for the situation, I guess.
I'm seeing your sign, Trump's neglect, 2,975 Puerto Rican lives lost. Do you want to describe to the audience here what that means, what's going on?
It's pretty self-explanatory. The administration's neglect of the hurricane recovery after the hurricane led to 2,975 deaths in Puerto Rico.
Would you say that's kind of like what happened in Haiti with Hillary Clinton and Chelsea Clinton? She kind of gave the Haiti funds to Chelsea for her wedding. Would you say that's kind of the same thing that's going on here?
I would have to do my own research on that. I haven't.
So you haven't heard about that neglect?
Not right this moment.
You guys having a good time out here?
Yes.
What are you supporting today?
Avoiding the most monumental embarrassment in American history.
Is that Bernie Sanders?
No, that's someone whose name starts with a T and rhymes with rump.
You got me there. Who's that?
It's hard for me to say his name because I ate a few hours ago and I don't want to throw up.
Well, you're a man. You're a man. Say it. Say it. Be a man and say his name.
Trump is an embarrassment to the entire world.
Why? What's one reason why you believe that?
Everything he says is moronic.
What's one thing he said?
What he said with respect to the people who were marching in was it
Charlottesville.
Yeah. Thank you.
Would you like to dive with a cell phone?
Yeah, I see that. Very cute. They've got a lot of details. They got the nipples in there. What's your favorite part?
Probably a diaper.
What brought you out here today?
Trump. Anti-Trump.
Okay, why?
Why? Because we need to have a change in the country, change in policies to get us back on track.
What policy would you like to see changed?
Oh man, there's a lot of them. Definitely climate change, immigration, women's rights, Planned Parenthood.
What policy about Planned Parenthood would you like to see changed?
Planned Parenthood, just the whole rights of women in general.
You're very interesting. What does this represent?
To me, that means Jesus loves. He doesn't have any a political view, none of that. Just love. It's simple.
When do you think he dressed like that?
It's to show just. I think the reason why they put him like that is just to show he's just a human. I don't know, just not to take him as just a figure. That he's just a human being like you or me.
Do you think he should have a Trump hat on to say that he loves Trump supporters too?
I think they're trying to make his view like more today-ish, I guess. I'm not 100% sure why they chose that exact look, but I do agree with this. Love wins. And then
I think if we put a Trump hat on him, would you still carry it around?
Maybe, just because like it doesn't matter about that part of it. Like I would love this country to be great, but in my eyes it's not with him leading it.
Well, what would have to change for the country to be great for you?
Stop all the hate for no reason. Just simply love your neighbor. It's super easy. Like he wants to say he's a Christian, but he's not.
So what brings you out today?
I live here. Why would I come out? It's a party.
Would you go to the Trump side?
The what side?
The Trump side.
Amway? Yeah, I've been there.
End boomer suffrage.
Yes.
Now, explain it. What's the idea here? How does that correlate?
Does that need a lot more explanation? It's a cartoon drawing of a penis with a red hat on it.
Okay, you could have done a little better.
In all fairness, I borrowed this.
Okay.
But really, the symbolism, the symbology behind this, is that the older generation is taking all of the good stuff that comes out of our generation, all of the ejectile, and really, what's down here that we have is kind of being dried up. So there's really nothing left to be expelled later on. And that's
Well, that is a lot that I should get out of that. Thank you for explaining. I would have never got it. So your sign, give me the spiel.
Let's see this.
People over 55 should not be allowed to vote.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why not?
Oh, you know why? This is a sign. It's a protest sign. It's a joke. It's meant to make people giggle and laugh and hopefully take away something or another from it.
Are you guys anti-Trump?
Yes.
I just like how they have this whole rally, but they're now just standing there staring at us.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's like maybe 20 Trump supporters over here, and they're spending all their time looking at us, putting their signs up as if they're doing anything. Trump is still their president. That's the great thing about this. They could hold their signs as high as they like, but he's still their president, still going to be their president in 2020. Why are you dressed up today? What do you represent?
I am the Statue of Liberty, yes, and I represent Dump Trump, Sanctuary Cities, and Win with Love.
That's what the statue represents.
But you're a woman,
so your vote doesn't count anymore. Sorry.
I'm sorry?
They're going to take the statue down because she's a woman, right? Can they make it a man, or would that be transgender? I don't know if you're allowed to do that.
Maybe we should start a petition. Would you be okay with the Statue of Liberty becoming a transgender?
Yes, I think that would be
Trump
awesome.
would, and that's why he's trying to take it down.
But you would be
Already a
okay.
symbol of women.
Would you prefer that? Maybe even go as far to say you prefer a transgender Statue
I
of
would
Liberty?
like it to be more asexual. You can't tell what gender.
Why? Why
not? Why does everybody have to be labeled?
Well, because I mean, we're males, females, right?
Not everybody.
Female power.
What's your sign mean?
What was that?
What's your sign
It
mean?
means he smokes bad weed, cheap weed. Yeah.
Would you be able to provide him with something better?
Provide him with something better? I mean, other than like make sure that he doesn't get into the office in 2020. That's pretty solid. I would give that a go.
Yeah, you got it right there. How are you going to do that?
How are we going to do that? Well, we need to make sure that we mobilize and go out and vote. That's the number one thing, and it seems like there's a lot of energy within the progressive wing of the Democratic Party, and so I expect them to do pretty well in 2020, yeah. I mean, all of Trump's internal polls show that he's trailing even Biden. In quite a few of their own polls. He just fired their pollsters. Oops, that must have been pretty bad, right? So,
Well,
yeah.
2016 didn't prove that the polls were too hot, though. Orlando says lock him up. Why should we do that?
Because he's a liar. So
you go to jail for lying?
lying his he went to the machines with the Soviets. Yes, I believe that. He tricked us.
There's no proof for that.
We don't know that, but
they did an investigation.
There's 2 counties already in Florida that it has been declared that they went through the machines. Yes.
What brought you out today?
Oh, Trump, but I hate him.
Oh, okay. So, but you do love him somewhat because he drove you
I
out.
hate him fully and 100%.
Why?
Because everything that he said he was going to do, A, he didn't do, and everything that he has done has hurt us and hurt our Constitution and hurt our, I mean, he's got people, he's telling people not to come and testify. That's
so
treason.
Everything he's done is hurting people. Is the lowest ever black unemployment rate hurting
That
people?
means nothing when you talk about 3,000 dead Puerto Ricans. That means nothing.
So are you
You're
willing?
barking up the wrong tree here.
Oh, I can advise you that I'm not. So you think that the black unemployment rate doesn't mean anything?
No, it doesn't mean anything when you're talking about the 3,000 dead Puerto Ricans.
I'm not talking about that.
Okay, well, it still doesn't mean anything because the rest of everybody else is still unemployed. He's crashing our economy. He's raising the tariffs.
The Dow is up today.
BS, it's crashing.
We're just trying to make sure that everyone is separated.
Why would you want to separate people? Don't you want people to come together and love and get united? All right. Okay. I guess not. Explain it. Tell me what this means.
This is Trump. Trump's a pig. Every piece of this represents a piece of Trump. Dump Trump. Dump Trump.
Very brave.
2 years is enough.
Okay.
We need someone else. Anyone else.
Okay, well, it's been about 3. What has he done that would put him in jail?
Have you read the Mueller report?
Have you?
I have read half of it.
Okay.
The first part, not the second, but I'm getting to it.
Okay.
I'm a working man. I'm a painter by trade.
Okay. So
I don't have a whole lot of time, but I'm doing my best.
Okay. What have you found so far?
I have found that Russia did definitely interfere in our election, and they're going to do it again. And he and his administration has resisted in stopping it, doing anything about it. That should worry every American.
So you found something different than Attorney General Barr or Robert Mueller himself?
If you read the report, you would see different. Evidently, you haven't read it.
I'm asking you
And
questions.
you're depending on a certain source is telling you what's not in there when it is. So
What are we supposed to get when we see this?
He's just a terrible person. There's a lot of stuff that he's done bad.
What's one?
Well, he's taken money from us. Yeah.
Well, all politicians do, right?
Yeah.
So you're against taxation?
No, I'm not. I believe in taxes.
But that's taking money from us.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, we got a little stand here going on.
Okay.
What draws you to this balloon?
To the balloon, I just think it's hilarious. I mean, it's fun. It makes fun of really a dire situation, something that, my heart aches every day for what Trump is doing, but it's good to make light of it occasionally, right?
What is he doing that you don't like?
Well, tearing down the institutions that I think have made America good.
I do not like him.
What's a policy that you don't like?
Almost all of them.
Just one.
Just the child separation.
He ended that.
What's that?
That was Obama's policy he put in place. Trump ended that.
He did not end that.
Yes, he did. Very big news story. He ended the child separation, and then he even sent more lawyers down to the border to process refugee status and their papers.
No, he didn't.
Nancy, do your job, impeach 45. She doesn't want to do that.
She doesn't want to do that, and I don't understand. She's been given so many things that she can go on. Let's just go on morals.
What's one thing that she could go on?
Well, that's his behavior toward his wife, his children, and talking in a sexual manner. I think that's unbecoming of a president in any state, way, shape, or form. I don't understand why that he was even elected after saying those type of things.
So support our most what?
Vulnerable populations.
Unborn babies.
No. Oh, see, I'm on the wrong side.
Who are you supporting instead?
Anybody but Trump.
Okay, do policies matter?
Of course they do. But policies aren't the only thing. You have to consider character in the leader of this country, and the man has the morals of an alley cat. That's all I have to say.
I love cats. What's a policy of his that you don't like?
A policy of his that I don't like, what he's doing to eliminate regulations to protect our environment, like with regards to water and with pollution and all that sort of stuff, not being in the Paris Accord. Those things are all very negative for our country. I want my grandkids to be able to live and survive, and I don't see that happening.
We're one of the smallest polluters in the world. We don't pollute much compared to everybody else, so we were paying them much in that agreement that you mentioned. Do you think maybe he had a point to pull out if we weren't doing the damage but we were paying the price?
The United States needs to take the lead. We are supposedly the leaders of the world. They need to take the lead on this. That's what I think.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Have a good